MCT oil, heavy cream, butter, artificial sweeteners, spices. When I am intermittent fasting, if I put these things in my coffee, did I break my fast? I get these questions a lot. I'll provide some answers in this video. Hi, I'm Dr. Becky from drbeckyfitness.com. I'm a college instructor of the science of nutrition. And I will tell you that I did a search through Google Scholar and through my university databases to try to find an exact answer to the question of what breaks my fast during intermittent fasting, and there is certainly no clear-cut answers. So what it's going to come down to is really personal experimentation and opinion. So what I thought we would do today is take a look at each of these items and see how your body handles them to make an educated guess as to how they are going to affect you and if they are going to break your fast. So let's start with MCT oil. This is a popular fat among the low-carb dieters and a ketogenic diet arenas because MCTs, medium chain triglycerides, will get into your body differently than other fats. So when you ingest MCTs, they will go into your digestive tract and then make a beeline right for your liver, where your liver can utilize them immediately as energy. So when with MCTs, we have a better chance of them turning into energy rather than fat. So based on that, is having MCT oil okay in your morning coffee? Well, it seems that a serving or so, about 100 calories, seems like, as far as your body is concerned, that should not break your fast. Will it provide you any benefits? Well, you are getting some immediate energy. So here is one of those things where you really have to experiment with yourself and track your results. If you want to try to utilize MCT oil, I would pay attention to my energy level, and I'd also pay attention to the scale. Is it changing my ability to lose weight? If not, I think MCT oil should be fine. This is different than some of our other fats like heavy cream and butter. These are going to take the traditional route into our body when we consume them, meaning that when you take these in, they will get broken down in your digestive system into the little fat globules, which can make it into your lymphatic system, and then they go into circulation around your body, where they do have a possibility of getting stored as fat. So I would think with these types of fats, I would certainly not overdo it while I'm during my fasting period, because I do think that they have a chance of breaking your fast and then being stored as fat eventually. I will mention also that cream is different than milk. Cream you can find with virtually no carbohydrates at all because it is very low in the milk sugar. Milk has quite a bit of sugar, natural sugars in it, lactose in it. So milk, I think, would definitely be breaking your fast. Let's talk about artificial sweeteners. So we don't want sugar, right? Sugar is certainly going to break your fast, so it's a common question. Well, can I substitute artificial sweeteners? Well, artificial sweeteners vary in many different ways. For instance, aspartame, which we often think of with our diet sodas, can create somewhat of a small insulin response. Other ones, such as stevia, are not going to have the same effect. So we could argue that maybe stevia would be okay, but aspartame would not. But I will tell you my opinion on artificial sweeteners. I recommend that if you are utilizing intermittent fasting to try to lose weight, especially if you're using intermittent fasting along with a low-carb diet or a ketogenic diet, you want to move away from that intense sweetness. These types of artificial sweeteners are intensely sweet, so they do not allow your taste buds and your brain to move away from that desire to have sugar, to have sweetness. So I think you're really shooting yourself in the foot if you are constantly depending on artificial sweeteners. So that's kind of my 2 cents. Let's move on to spices. So spices, this for instance would be cinnamon. Spices are generally very low in calories, especially because we don't need a lot of them to produce the desired result. So spices should be okay to put into coffee. if you are during your intermittent fasting period. Cinnamon, like a high quality Ceylon cinnamon, should be fine. In fact, has some benefits for actually lowering blood sugar. So you should be okay with spices. So there you go. Just some ideas on how these food items are handled by your body. Use that information to decide what you're going to put into your coffee, and hope that helps. And thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and I'll be back next week with a brand new video. Thanks.